We understand that the Imam Mahdi and the promised Messiah are one and the same person. Then why the Imam Mahdi was given the name of Isa ibn Maryam or Masih or such a name?
Right. This is also a very interesting question. I think it's generally raised by people. You see, first of all, why two Imams at all? The issue begins with that. God has been sending one Imam at a time, and whenever he said another Imam, sent another Imam, he was made subordinate to one Imam. Like Moses and Harun, Hazrat Musa ﷺ was the first prophet and remained the first in title. And Hazrat Harun was subordinate to him. So there cannot be two heads at one time. This is the first issue. Why two heads? The issue is, are they two different persons or the same person given two titles? Even if they were to be two different persons, the Imam among them would be one and the only one. And Al-Imam al-Mahdi indicates that he who will be born among the Ummah of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa ﷺ, he will be the divinely appointed leader, and whoever else, if at all anyone else is to come, will have to submit to him and subordinate to him. That also resolves the issue of prophethood. How can be a non-prophet be subordinate to a prophet, be subordinate to a non-prophet? So that shows positively the status of Al-Imam al-Mahdi as well. On this, all the Muslims agreed, whether they believe in one person to come with two titles or two persons to come with two titles. They agreed on this issue, that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, they believe, would come again. He would remain a prophet of God. So, being a prophet of God, he would be subordinated to Hazrat Al-Imam al-Mahdi. That means that the status of Al-Imam al-Mahdi is not less than Jesus to be, if he is able to come again. But we, Ahmadis, believe this is not the import of these prophecies. In fact, two different people are referred with one single person is referred to under two titles with some significance underlying in it. The significance is that the role of the future reformer who was to appear in Islam was twofold. One, to revive Islam like Mujaddideen had been doing it before, but with a much greater stress on reunification of all the Muslims and resolving their conflicts and splits and schisms once and for all. So he was to revive the faith of Islam from the point of view of doctrine as well as from the point of view of their being made righteous once again. So as such, he was to be entitled Al-Imam al-Mahdi, an Imam who is Imam in his title but is subordinate to Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The second role of that future Imam was that he would have a jihad against Christianity, a religion which had distorted the image of Jesus Christ and had turned him into God. So it is a beautiful rebuttal from Allah that you who claimed that Jesus Christ was a son of God, higher in status than every other prophet, I have so decided that the title Jesus Christ would be given to Al-Imam al-Mahdi, a follower of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to be born in his ummah, thereby declaring that this is the true status of Jesus Christ. Not beyond the prophets, but below Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam and subordinate to him. So both issues in fact ultimately join the same line of argument which I am presenting. Either way, he was to be a subordinate to Islam, either being a separate person, or in the title of Messiah, also he was to be subordinated to the title of Al-Masih al-Ma'ud. That is why the hadith mentioned that Al-Imam Mahdi appears before and Messiah comes later. Now, as to the issue of there being just one person, I refer to a hadith of Ibn Majah which resolves this issue once and for all. Now, this hadith was recorded in Ibn Majah, one of the Sahih Sitta, long before Ahmadiyyat came to be born. And it says, Lal Masihu illa Isa. Lal Mahdiyu illa Isa.
Wamal Mahdi.
Huh?
Wamal Mahdi.
No, Lal Mahdiyu, I think it's the word Lal Mahdi. Lal Mahdiyu illa Isa. There is no Mahdi other than Isa. So that means one and the same person.
Yes.
So this is exactly what we believe.
It is in the affirmative style.
That's right.
Lal Mahdi.
Lal Mahdi illa Isa. There are no two persons. One and the same person. Call him Isa or Mahdi, but they are not two persons. They are one and the same person. So Hadith has also directed us, has led us to the same conclusion that they are just merely two titles for some reasons, as I have explained. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
No Mujaddid other than Al-Imam Al-Mahdi has been entitled Al-Imam by Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Never in any hadith of Tajdeed you will read the title. So this brings him over and above and higher than the status of all the previous Mujaddideen. They are Mujaddideen made by God indeed, but not entitled as Al-Imam. Yeah, this point has been further supported by Hazrat Aqdas Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by adding a task to the tasks of Hazrat Masih ibn Maryam. That is when he reappears in the world under the title Masih ibn Maryam. Al-Mahdi has never been referred to as Yaksiru Saliba, while Al-Masih is always referred to as Yaksiru Saliba, which means his main task would be to destroy the false religion attributed to him. And this he would do under full subservience to Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the law-bringing prophet, the final prophet, whose command can never be altered or changed by anyone, appears to be Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam alone.